Okay, hopefully I got this lined up right. We're gonna do an oil change, and we need a 11/16 open-end wrench to get the plug out. And I really muscled this plug in last time, I guess. Kind of an unfortunate thing is how much oil this thing holds. Well, maybe it's a good thing. I don't know. Be careful. Don't mess with any of these, and don't mess with this yet. Just undo this one, because this is your oil drain plug. And there goes that nasty, sludgy, shitty oil. Okay, now I got that mess that I just made soaking up. Now it's for the fun here. I already got this loosened up with the wrench, and I'm just using these to get my hand out of the way. Gonna let that drain for a little bit. That's where your oil filter is. Okay, something to keep in mind here with these John Deeres is the filter gasket will stick up there, and your filter, whether it be a John Deere one or it be a aftermarket one like this one, it's a FRAM, they'll come with gaskets. What I'll do is, that looks like the right one, so I'll take some of this oil here, and you want to put some oil on that gasket. Well, don't matter if it's the dirty oil or something, just as long as it ain't all shitty and gritty. I'll just take and run it. Get a nice coat of oil on the gasket to lubricate it for when you're going to put it on. Then and then I went and dropped it. Oh, darn it. One thing after another today. Anyway, something with these oil caps is they build up the sludge in the bottom of them. Spray them out real good with some carb cleaner. Doesn't matter what brand, just clean it up good. Brake cleaner work too. And let it dry. I'm using a FRAM filter this time instead of a Deere filter. If I can stay out of the John Deere dealership, it makes my wallet a little happier. So we'll take our filter, and it'll sit in there. Then we'll take our gasket. And that goes just on the ring of the dealy bopper there. And it's not behaving for me. So maybe I can get it to seat and stay up here. Usually it's a fat chance in hell. Unless today's going to be my lucky day. One thing you want to make sure you do with this here is that you don't double seal it. You don't want two rubber seals in there. You got to make sure you get the one out and then put the new one in. I'll give a list in the description of what filters to use. You don't have to torque the hell out of this. Okay, so here we got, this is where you fill it up. And it's wet here because I took some carbon choke cleaner and I sprayed it off. I got some of the shit away from here because I don't want it to fall into the engine. Even though we have a nice new filter, I don't want shit like this piece of pine needle in my engine. How that got in there, I don't know. Some of you guys know, I'm kind of anal about this stuff. I don't like it being dirty and messy. Shell, Rotella, doesn't represent me, and I don't represent them. I just use their product because I like it. And this one takes, I think it's almost 2 gallons of fluid, so it takes almost 2 of these. So we'll take the first one and we'll pour it right in there. I do have another video with the quantities on it, but I will put the quantity of oil in the old description. Now for this next part, I told you I was going to show you where to check your oil, and that'd be this one here, not this here. This here is for your oil pump. That'll adjust your oil pump pressure. That I am not covering in a video right now. So we're just going to loosen this one up a few turns. You don't need to take it all the way out because there's a little hole on the bottom where it's going to dribble the oil out when you have the correct oil level. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to start pouring in the next bit of oil. And I'd like to give a shout out to Vidman, I think it's 008, and his Farmall H and his Olivers, or his Oliver and his other Farmall, I think it's a 560, that he likes to do oil changes on. He keeps them pretty top notch. But I don't know what he runs in his tractors, and I don't know if it's quite as good as this Rotella. So maybe we'll have a little competition on oil changes in there. We'll figure something out to go back and forth a little bit. See, now we have oil coming out of here. That means we're up to the correct level. I don't know how well you can see it, but there's a steady stream. We can go ahead and tighten that up now because we've got the oil that it needs in there. So now all I have left before I start this tractor, and don't tighten this up too much, just a little bit so that it don't loosen up while you're running the tractor. But anyway, all I got left on this project, because I got the head and everything installed, put the spark plugs in it, put some coolant in it, and we should be ready to fire it up. So anyways, thanks for watching this segment. The next segment we'll be starting it up